Hey guys, MDL here. It's been quite a few months, over half a year I think, since Diablo 3 came out. It's 15th of May and it's now the 14th of December 2012. I thought I'd just go through some of the things that have changed in the game since it came out, some of my different characters and what I like to play as and use and all sorts of shit like that. Alright, so pretty much the only major difference on this screen from when it first came out is this little guy down here. So this is your level, your paragon level. So once you reach 60 and you reach your max level, you stop gaining levels and it got a bit boring. So Blizzard brought out paragon levels, which is simply you keep going up levels. It takes a very long time. It's still exponential, I think. Each level, you need more XP than the last level, so it takes longer and longer and longer, all the way up to 100. And what happens when you gain each level is you gain 3% magic fine, 3% gold fine, and 3% XP bonus rate. Is that right? I think so. Actually, no, not the XP bonus thing. My bad. So it's the 3% magic fine and gold fine, and you also gain your usual. So if you are an intelligence character, you'll gain 2 to intelligence, 1 to dex, 1 to strength, and 1 to vitality. Strength, if you're a barbarian, you get 2 strength and 1 of the other 3. So yeah, so you just get that all the way up to 100. So when you reach 100, you'll have 200 more intel than you were at level 0. But the big factor here is the magic fine and gold fine. So level 100 has 300% magic fine, 300% gold fine, which is the magic fine and gold fine cap. So that's pretty much all that's changed on this screen here. They've changed it so all the banner things are now in sections as to how you unlock them and shit, so it makes it easier to find what you want. So where's one I haven't done? Here we go. So then you can find, okay, under general, what's under the general, and then you can go to general achievements and see which ones you haven't completed yet. Yeah. And another thing they've done is they've added monster powers. So monster powers is, a lot of people were complaining that the game wasn't difficult enough in the lower levels, saying, if you want to get a level 60 character, you have to go through all this bullshit before you get there, and they were getting really pissed off. And then on the other side of the tables, you have people saying, once I hit Inferno, it's too hard, I can't get through this is bullshit, and then they rage at them. So Blizzard is like, well, how can we make it harder and easier at the same time? So they came up with monster powers, which is a lot like Player X in Diablo 2. And Player X was simply, you jump in, you press this thing, you do player, and your X is the number of players, and that sets the difficulty as if that many players are in the game. So to do this, so you just go into your options, gameplay, enable monster power selection, and then when you go to change quest, you have it here. So monster power 0, no monster power. That is, well, it's supposed to be what the game used to be like, but I think it's somewhere between 1 and 2 is what it used to be originally. So no monster power now is very, very easy, like ridiculously easy. I was struggling with Inferno before monster power came out, then it came out, and I was straight onto monster power 2 with no dramas up in the later acts. So what they did, along with monster powers, is instead of a percentage drop for items levels, and then you roll the item and that's your stats, you now get a item level, which doesn't really matter, and the actual stats it will roll is based on the monster that you killed. So if you're an Inferno monster power 1, any monster power, all the enemies go to level 63, I think, something like that, or all the main ones go to 63. So every drop you get is going to have level 63 item gear, so that's cool. So no monster power, you get no bonuses, and the monsters are fucking easy. Monster power 1, you get a 10%, I think it's 10% magic fine gold fine bonus. You also get a 10% increased chance to get a key. I'll get into the keys later, and all the other stuff to do with the Inferno machine. So yeah, so You get XP boost, monster power, magic find boost, and gold boost in monster power 1. And then for every level, it's roughly 10. So once you hit monster power 10, you've got a 100% drop rate for the keys, and your XP rate and everything goes up by a percentage again. So that's cool. But monster power 10 is ridiculously hard. Like, the standard boss in no monster power, say we'll take Skeleton King for example, in Inferno, say he has 2 million health. That's a lot of health. Monster power 10, his health has gone up by 300%. No, sorry, 3,000%, I think. So instead of 2 million, he has, what's that, like 60 million, 600 million? Something like that, something stupid. So hard. And the damage is increased, and oh, it's ridiculous. So I generally play in 3 if I'm just mucking around, because it's relatively easy. This is for my Witch Doctor. I'll jump it up to 4 if I'm going for a key run, just so I have more chance of getting the key. Or I'll jump it into 5 if I'm doing a big fight that I actually want to get a good drop on. And then 6 I play it on, but it takes a while to kill things. So you're better off playing in slightly lower than your max. That way you kill things faster, so overall you get more XP. So that's basically all that's changed. And then there's the Inferno machine, which I'll let you know about right now. So a lot of people complaining that there's nothing to do once you reach level 60 except for the item grind, and not many people enjoy the item grind, so they're getting shitty and blah 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 blah. So Blizzard, they came up with a new idea for level 60 called Inferno Machine. What it is on each of the acts there is a key warden, and this key warden, when you kill him, has a chance to drop a key, and you need 3 keys, one of each type, and the plan for the blacksmith to make an Inferno Machine device. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a device to unlock or to use the Infernal Machine. So you get 1 key in Act 1 in the Fields of Misery, 1 key in Act 2 in the Dalga Oasis, 1 key is in Act 3 in the second area of the start, up in the towers, you know, where you have to get the catapults, can't remember what it's called. And you have to find the plan in Act 4 in the Crystal Tower, or Crystal Spire or whatever, level 1, something like that. So you only have to find the plan once, which is lucky because that's a pain in the fucking ass. But each time you want to make an Infernal Machine, you need 1 of each of those 3 keys. The problem here is that you cannot get the key drop without Nephilim Valor. Full stack, so you have to have 5 stacks of Nephilim Valor. So before you go kill this guy, you have to go get your Nephilim Valor stacks up. Then you go and kill him. And depending on your monster power level, it gives you a higher percentage of that key drop. So the keys are random, and if you are on monster power 10, 100% drop all the time. And it's 90% for 9, 80% for 8. Roughly it's like 80.2 or something. All the way down, and this is an increased chance. So you still can get it if you're not on a monster power, but you're gonna have a bad time if you go looking for it, because you're gonna be doing a lot of runs. So yeah. And what does this Inferno Machine do, you ask? Well, you use it, you can have up to 3, or you can have as many as you want, but you can only use 3 in each game. You go into Act 1, you must have killed the Butcher and have talked to the Tyrael, so you're pretty much at the end of Act 1, about to head across into Act 2, and then you can use these Inferno Machines. What you do is you walk down into this basement of this house, which is just to the northeast of where TheJDClan stands, before he dies, and there's a house there, I can't remember what it's called. Go down into it, it's just like this massive big slaughter floor where some sort of ritual's gone on. You right click on your Inferno Machine, it opens up a portal, and you can open up 3 in any one game, and they go to 3 different spots, and each spot is a boss battle, but it's not just a boss battle, it's a dual boss battle. So in one place you'll be taking on the Skeleton King and Magda, one place you'll be taking on the Siegebreaker and Zoltan Kull, and then the last one you'll be taking on Rakanoth, which is the second boss on Act 4, sorry. You'll be taking on Rakanoth and Gom, the fat cloud spitter dude. And when you kill them, they also have some more moves than they usually do, and they look more badass, and it's just awesome fights. when you kill them, each one has a chance of dropping a body piece. So you've got a spine, a thorn, and a neck or a heart, or can't remember what the last one is. And you need all 3 of these body pieces, and then you need to go buy the plan off Squirt for 2 mil. And once you have all 3 pieces and the plan, you can then go to the jeweler and make a infernal ring, an obsidian, I can't remember, some sort of ring. It's on one of my characters. And what that ring gives you is a 33% increase to, I think it's 33, a 33% increase into something XP. I think this guy's got it. Nope, wrong. This chick's got it. There you go, Hellfire ring. So it gives you a 35% bonus experience. And you also get to choose between the 4 main stats, and it'll boost that up. So I did Intel, obviously for my Witch Doctor, but also for my Wizard, who's the only class I haven't got to 60 yet. Also gives you a shitload of other random stats, and this chance to launch an explosive ball which does Inferno level damage. So I've put it on this little person who's level 47 running through Nightmare still, and as soon as that ball goes off, everything just dies because it's an Inferno damage spell. So that's cool. And yeah, so that's what I've been going for, and that's what you get for the, but you can get some mad stats on this. You'll get your 35 bonus XP, which is really good, by the way, because that means you get your Paragon levels faster. But you get that, you also get really high main stat. The only thing that can get higher main stats, I think, are set items, and you also get, you know, everything else is random. So you could get one with really high resist all, you could get one with attack speed, you could get crit hit chance, crit hit damage. You could, if you were lucky, you would have the ultimate ring from one of these. My one, not that good. Still fairly alright, but not that good. So I can break it down. I'm not sure how much parts I get back for it, so I haven't done it because it took a long time to get it. But I'm working on the next part. So that's the new end game. Some other changes, if they changed a lot of the stats around, the skills around, so skills do more damage, or they do damage differently. Some classes have actually got like some skills. I don't know if the actual skills or just the runes have completely changed. I know the Demon Hunter, a couple of their runes have completely changed. So they got rid of some old ones and changed them. For example, the Barbarian's Leap attack, one of his runes used to do gain 300% armor. That does not happen anymore. You now gain 100% armor for every enemy in the vicinity where you land. So the idea is that's a jump that you do to jump into a pack of a lot of enemies to get a lot of armor so you can kill them all quickly, as opposed to what people were doing, which was attack a boss, jump, get 300% armor, keep attacking the boss, jump again, get 300%. So they constantly just had a shitload of armor for fighting bosses. So they got rid of that. And there's lots of skills they changed like that. So yeah, so that's the end of this one. It's a bit of a boring intro, but it's just about some of the changes. And my next video, I'll get into my classes, and what I've been doing since then. So see you guys later. MDL out.